Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Moore's October Rant series. Today, I wanted to talk about something I never thought I'd actually make. I'm going to make another short rant, so this is part of my short rant series. But today, I wanted to do an update on, my video I made back in July, which is even a year ago. But I wanted to make an updated perspective because I made a video about ghosting and how I don't understand why people ghost, but I wanted to make an updated rant about it because I don't think that ghosting is that big of a deal anymore. I realize that, everyone has different reasons why they stop talking to people. And just because they don't explain to you or tell you why they don't want to talk, it doesn't really matter. Their actions alone tell you that they're not interested anymore. Their actions of them stopping communication with you, that is enough of communication to let you know they don't want to talk. And action can sometimes, that's the saying, actions speak louder than words do. So if someone ghosts you, that literally is them saying, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But I guess people don't understand why they do that because, it's out of nowhere sometimes and people don't know what they did wrong. But I don't necessarily think it's about what you do wrong or right. Sometimes two people just aren't meant to have a conversation or just aren't meant to get along. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's anyone's fault. Sometimes things just don't work out. And you can sit there and you can try to overanalyze it and think what could have gone wrong. But at some point, it doesn't really matter what went wrong because you're not talking anymore. So who cares what went wrong? Not all relationships in your life are going to work out. And probably a good half of them aren't going to work out. So I don't really get bothered by ghosting anymore. If I'm talking to somebody, especially online, and they decide to, stop communication with me, I'll try to, reach out and ask them why so. But let's say we're texting on an app like Tinder or any of these dating sites or whatever, and all of a sudden I go to check to see if they message me back and I've been blocked. Then I guess you could kind of call that ghosting. But I'm not going to sit there and wonder why it happened. I'll be upset. I'll be a little sad, obviously, but I'm just going to move on with my life and go talk to other people because I'm not going to sit there and beat myself up about something that I don't even have any control over in the first place, You can't control if someone ghosts you or not. All you can do is be yourself and hope for the best. I made a rant about this not that long ago about the fragility of relationships and how you can be the best person you can be and all of a sudden the person doesn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, and it's not particularly anyone's fault. It just sometimes things just don't work out, like I said. And one of the things that people like to do is they like to sit down and they like to beat themselves up about why a relationship didn't work, and that's a waste of your time when you could be out meeting other people and spending your time and investing your energy on things that are going to give you the same energy and time back instead of worrying your time. Not worrying your time. I love these rants because you can mess up words. Wasting your time worrying about someone who doesn't even think about you anymore. So as I'm getting older, I'm trying to spend my time more wisely, and I'm trying to invest my time more wisely into other people that are going to appreciate what I give them and are going to give me the same energy back. So, that's just how I want to live my life now. And I understand that some people, are going to still worry about why people ghost them and don't understand why it happens and stuff like that. But it's not something that you can control. So once you let go of certain things in life that you can't control, certain aspects of life, you'll find that your life will be a lot better off and you'll be happier in the long run because you won't sit down trying to decipher and, dismantle and figure out what went wrong, especially in any relationship, trying to sit down and figure out what went wrong, especially when both people did the best they could and it just didn't work out. And, I feel like sometimes people tend to overanalyze situations, and it doesn't really matter. But you know, because if someone ghosts you, and then you think about it, and 5 years later, are you really gonna still be thinking about it? Like, when does it really not matter? Like, you have to move on eventually. It's nice sometimes to think back, and you know, like there could be actual signs that you made that caused someone to ghost you, like talking too much, or you know, sending them inappropriate photos or videos, or being too sexual, being too like obsessed with them, showing them too much attention. Like, there's a lot of things that scare people away, and I understand that, you know, some people are still gonna, you know, complain about ghosting. You know, I see it all the time on Reddit when I go into dating advice. Sometimes I like to help people out on there and type to them, but you know, you'll always see someone crying about, oh, I was ghosted and I don't know what to do. So you know, that's the rant for now. I want to keep this short. I like to keep these at 5 or 6 minutes. Longer ones are like 15, 20 minutes. So thank you for listening to this episode of the Morris October Rant series. I wanted to experiment with another short video. So thank you for listening, and have a great rest of your night or day or morning. Thank you.